Where the bloody hell are you going?
Fetch an ambulance. Who is that?
That is the real Yukio Lee.
What do you mean?
The Robsons thought he was dead, too. They must have kidnapped him soon after he arrived and hidden him in the showers. Michael Robson brought down a lookalike from Sunderland to take the place of the real Yukio Lee. Well, he was bound and gagged and fed on orange juice. And all went well. But what they didn't know was that the real Yukio Lee had overpowered the lookalike and taken his place. And then when it came time to remove the gag, Yukio Lee invented some story about the lookalike trying to get away and having to kill him. Michael Robson was probably relieved not to have to do it. No, he carried out the mutilations with enthusiasm, so maybe we're being charitable. Or perhaps Yukio Lee did it, taking pleasure in doing what would have been done to him. And then he thought, this was too good an opportunity to miss. Well, perhaps he knew the drug squad were onto him. And even if he didn't, it might be quite convenient to be thought dead. So, he went around mopping up the witnesses. There was one he didn't know about, though. Did for him. She'll manage, I expect.
Brought the murderer yet?
Which one? There are lots.
Lots? Left my pen. It's on the mantelpiece. Dr. Robson didn't wield that knife. She couldn't have done. He was hit from behind. And she couldn't have done that while she was being strangled.
Croquet can be a very rough game, played properly by an expert.
Not expert. Crushed like an eggshell.
Yes. No, I know, not her. Yukio Lee was the expert in martial arts, apparently. Like his father, except his father didn't use his hands. Came up against an ex-RAF lady warrant officer, though. Met his match. You don't agree with those names, do you? The names on the memorial tablet.
You know I don't.
Don't you believe in forgiveness?
Not entirely. I believe I may be forgiven for what I have done, but I cannot believe those who tortured the Reverend Robson should be forgiven. Their evil was beyond forgiveness. It stained all our lives.
Even unto the next generation? It was long ago.
It was not. It was yesterday. I was a young girl. I was in terror for such a long time, even unto the next generation. I was made barren by my fear. They took pleasure in what they did to Jane's father. I saw it happen to others. They did it to others. Few of the others lived. It was a joke. He was crucified, bayonets through his hands and feet to a tree, because he was a clergyman, perhaps. A joke. He bit his own tongue out because of the pain.
Do you think he would approve?
Approve?
I think he would have hated what they had in mind for Yukio Lee. I should have tumbled. I saw the scars on the old man's hands, on his palms. I think he hated himself for bearing the scars of Christ's suffering. That's what we do to clergymen sometimes. Insult Christ through them. And they wilt under it. Oh, he was fine for a while when he came back. Managed quite well for a few years. Jane was born. Then he just stopped. Nothing. Insulted. Wilting.
I had nothing to do with it. I knew something was happening. I had sympathy with Jane. She asked me to look the other way. I did.
Yes, you did.
Go now. So if you
Thanks very much.
okay, it's my pleasure. Bye-bye. Will she,
Be back? I should think so. She stopped Jane Robson from being killed. I don't think she was involved in anything except turning a blind eye. You don't have to advertise for a domestic person.
My dear fellow, is there not something we can do to lessen the...
To hush things up, I think you're malicious. Weren't you worried about the Official Secrets Act? You're still bound by it, you know. You should never have told Jane about Yukio Lee.
Oh, come now, all that nonsense was a long time ago. I won't have it. They were pretty beastly to their prisoners, but they were equally beastly to their own soldiers, as far as I could see. The Japanese have an alibi for all of that, and we gave it to them. Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yes. Who will take revenge for that? Policemen do make a mess, don't they? Alex, isn't it, your name?
Yes.
I've been to see your Aunt Jane, and she's going to be all right, I think. She was telling me about your grandfather. It was sad, wasn't it, what happened to him during the war?
Yes, it was.
How do you feel about it?
Grandfather was sad.
Are you on your own?
It's all right. Daddy's coming. It was embarrassing with Grandfather. He was embarrassing. Everybody looked.
I knew him. We used to take him to concerts, your aunt and I. A few. I don't know whether he enjoyed them or not. He used to cry. I often cry at concerts, don't you?
I'd never been to a concert.
Oh, you must go.
And from the agony which